I'm excited to be here. You don't even have to welcome me to Atlanta anymore. This is my second home. I do a lot of business out here. We are moving out here very soon, so welcome back, you mean.
Well, welcome back.
So what people don't know is that I have been on the forefront of many different issues. It's just that it hasn't been super publicized. I guess the only reason why this one was super publicized was because I got assaulted. Yeah, I mean, from women's marches to Million Men March, to different rights and different legislative bills that we want in order in DC, I've been at the front line. Even dealing with the immigration separatism issue, I've been on the front line. Houston, I flew out here to go alongside my brother T.I. And march with him on some different issues, but this is not something that I take lightly. When I decided to go from behind the scenes to in front of the camera, it was a very deliberate action for me. And it wasn't because I wanted to be famous. It wasn't because I thought I had this amazing talent. It was because I wanted to create a platform to bring awareness to issues that I care about. So what you guys don't know is behind the scenes, I've been manipulating and playing puppeteer so that I can build my following, so that now I can make real noise for real things that matter. You guys thought it was just Love and Hip Hop up my sleeve? Or wait till you see what I got coming. TAMIKA Mallory is one of my very best friends now, and I met TAMIKA again fighting for a cause. But when Obama was trying to do this whole healthcare reform, we were on the team to bring awareness to Obamacare, to get people to understand what exactly the benefits would be. So we organized and planned this whole 5-borough tour around the city on a tour bus. We went around to every single borough, and we went to the highly populated areas, jumped out the tour bus to tell people about Obamacare and make them aware of signing up for free health coverage. And we were both very passionate. We were both very on par with what we wanted. And I'm like, oh, she's a firecracker. She was like, oh, you're a firecracker. We were like, oh, we need each other. So ever since then, we have been very close. TAMIKA has been an activist for some time now, and what she was having a hard time was generating income so that she can further the cause. This is what she does full time. And these activists out here that are fighting for us and what we need, they're struggling. And I was like, TAMIKA, you struggle no more. One thing I do know how to do is I know how to get some money. So I'm going to help you figure out how to generate income to further your cause in this activism life. So we took her on as a client. We manage TAMIKA, and we help her with furthering the cause that matter to Black and brown people like me. So I am super excited to be an executive producer of Percy, this really amazing film. I have a very unique boutique agency that I've formed with Dwight Howard and Kellen called Mansa Productions. And what we do is we take sports players, entertainers that have discretionary funds. So these sports players have so much money, and they're all looking for ways to diversify their portfolio and to make more money. So what we did was create an agency that combines films that are looking for funding, looking for money, with these athletes and entertainers that have an abundance, and we marry the two. And we have been able to lock in a really amazing movie with an amazing cast. And our production partners have won Emmys and Oscars, so we're excited about this. This is a really big deal for me. It's not my first time being a producer on a film, but a film of this magnitude, yes. I never sought out to be a foster mom or be an adoptive mom. I have a mentorship program called EGL PUD, which stands for Partners Uplifting Our Daughters. And I meet so many young, amazing women, girls that are becoming women that need an additional push, that need some guidance, that need some stability. And Infinity I met about 3 years ago, and I had no idea she was actually in the foster care system. until one day, some different things happened. She called me and she said, I need you. And I was like, what? One of my girls need me? I stopped what I was doing immediately and I went to get her. I originally thought it was going to be for a day, that she was gonna come over and we were gonna figure things out, maybe a weekend. But lucky me, it has turned into something that will be a lifetime. And I'm excited. The family dynamic has absolutely changed, and changed for the better. You know, there's so many things in my house that we took for granted. You know, just even simple things like when we eat, if there's leftovers on the plate, my kids are just accustomed to throwing it away. You know, it's rare. I don't like to use microwaves, so it's rare that I'll heat up old food. You know, and then having someone in the house that's like, you're throwing away food. Like, there are people out there that this would be their only meal. You know, there are people out there that only eat peanut butter and jelly and have for the past 16 years of their life, and y'all throw away food like this. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're right. You know, and there's been so many lessons that, you know, we've taken for granted. We took Infinity to the beach, and where were we? We were on some island, and she was like, oh my gosh, this is my first time on a beach. And she's like, does it ever end? Is my feet gonna sink to the bottom? She's asking all these very basic preliminary questions that you would think at 16 someone would know the answer to. And my son at the time, my son was like 4 or 5, and he's like, what do you mean are you gonna sink to the bottom? And this is sand, and it's sand under your feet. He's answering all these questions like, this is what we do, we go to beaches. But just to see the, you know, the maturity level in her development when it came to just wanting to know things that she's never been accustomed to or experienced, I was like, wow. You know, we take so many things for granted. So we've definitely learned so much from having Infinity in our house, and it's been nothing more, nothing short of a blessing. I'm absolutely a serial entrepreneur. I tell my daughter, I tell my children all the time, in order to really be a comfortable millionaire, you have got to have 7 different income streams. You have to have a diverse portfolio. So if TV doesn't work out for you, maybe the beauty business does. If the beauty business doesn't work out for you, maybe your books will. If the books don't work out for you, maybe TV and film will work out for you. But you want to have your hand and foot in everything possible, so that, you know, if something doesn't work out, you still have a leg to stand on. And if everything works out, then kudos to you, job well done. Yeah, see, I have never really been the type of person that thought that I would make it in the TV world. I thought, if anything, I'm going to be a singer. That is what I'm going to do. I thought when I was young, going to professional performing arts school, I was going to sing and maybe act here and there. But when I realized I would never be Missy Elliott or Beyonce, I said, let me go on ahead and work with those type of stars. So I decided to go behind the scenes. And when I was presented with the opportunity to go in front of a show that I was a part of creating, I didn't take it lightly. I definitely felt like, okay, I'm given this opportunity. I am going to figure out a way to generate income outside of my check, because this is a commercial. This is a commercial that's ongoing, where I can promote a brand. I can promote not only myself, but a real brand. So first I created an accessories line, and that was successful. And then I felt like, because of the role on the show, which I always was giving someone advice or, you know, helping them with their career, I got flooded with questions from women asking me, well, how do you do this? And I want to go on this, and I want to go on this date. I want to go on this job interview. What should I wear? What should I dress like? So that's when I decided to create Everything Girls Love, the lifestyle brand. With that brand, we created a magazine, we created a blog, and it's all about the questions that girls love to have answered. And that has turned into events that we do. We do so much, and this is really a platform that has allowed me to expand and absolutely diversify my portfolio. I know what girls want, I know what girls need, because I ask them, I talk to them all the time, and sometimes when you hit up the EGL website and you get an answer from us, it might be me. When you email Yale Skincare and you say, can you make a product like this? It might be me. I'm very hands-on with the businesses that I create. And I think that it's been really good. TV has been something that's absolutely expanded the reach. And that's why a lot of times when there's drama or there's beefs that happen, I just don't have the time. So I just kind of look at it like, you want me to engage in this? When I'm really using this platform for this, I can't engage in that because you're deterring me from what I came here for. You know, so people have called me phony or fake, or because we can beef in a scene and because it didn't matter that much to you, we could walk out that scene. I could say, hey girl, how you doing? Give you a hug because it didn't affect my overall mission and my overall goal. So I think that people get that confused and misconstrued with I'm being fake. No, it's just you didn't matter that much to me in that scene where you argued. I got bigger things and I'm gonna need you for something. So I ain't gonna act like this little petty argument bothered me. Cause I'm gonna need you to come on board with one of these PUD mentorship programs. I'm gonna need you to come on board with my lifestyle brand and speak on this panel because you have a platform too. So I think that it's absolutely given me a platform to build and I love that. Sure, I absolutely love Sheen. One of my first interviews that I did coming into the scene in the spotlight was with Sheen magazine. You guys are a huge supporter of us little brown girls, and I'm so appreciative of all the time and the work that you've put into us and how you build us up, how you lift us up. And I hope that you can continue to promote us and build us up because we need publications like you. We need digital outlets like yours. We need the content that you put out there. So thank you so much, Sheen, for all that you do. We truly appreciate you.